Order approvals is a feature within Bidfood Direct that can be used to ensure an order is reviewed by a nominated user within your business before being submitted to Bidfood. The approval setup includes a number of features to allow you to configure the approval scheme to match your business requirements. To be able to administer approvals, create approval schemes, and set spend limits, the head office account within your business needs to be given the required permissions. To gain access, contact your Bidfood account manager. To set up order approvals, log into Bidfood Direct and click on Orders, Order Approval Admin, and then click New Scheme. You can name your scheme whatever suits your requirements, and for this example, we'll be using Manchester Care Homes. Tick the Active box. The sequential group approval is if you have multiple levels of hierarchy within your business. For example, a care home manager and an area manager who both need to approve the orders. Click Create. To add a group to the scheme, click Add Group. This is the group where the approvers are going to sit. For this example, we'll call the group Area Managers. The max approval limit is the maximum amount that this group of people can approve. If you don't want to have a limit for this group, then this box can be left as blank. The time limit is the amount of time that the approvers have to approve the order. We usually suggest 2 hours. Once an order has been submitted that needs approving, the approver will receive an email. They can then be sent reminders at regular intervals within that 2-hour period. For this example, we're going to ignore the mandatory approval escalation and the escalation group, and we'll chat through this shortly. You can set the email reminders by selecting a time period from the drop-down. This will send an email to the approver if the order hasn't been approved within this time. Select and choose the approvers using the Add Approvers button. Click Create. You now have the approval scheme set up for all of your orders. Depending on your business requirements, you can also set up a tiered scheme. For example, you can set up so an order approval to allow one group to approve orders up to a certain amount, and anything over this value will be escalated to a higher level approval group. Or you could set it up so that all groups would need to approve all orders before they are submitted. To set up a tiered scheme, we've already set up our Area Managers group. We now need to add another group called Care Home Managers. Put in the spend limit, such as £500, set the time limit, and set the escalation group to Area Managers. In this example, any orders over £500 would now go directly to the Area Manager. If you need both Care Home Manager and the Area Manager to approve the order, whatever the spend limit, then you need to tick the mandatory approval escalation. Add your approvers and then click Create. Now we're going to move on to spend limits. A spend limit is a limit that can be set over a period of time or per order. For example, you could set a £1,000 monthly limit for a user, and once they exceed the £1,000, their future orders need to be approved by a nominated user. Click Spend Limits on the left-hand side. Firstly, from the drop-down, select the account you would like to apply a spend limit to, and then choose the approval scheme, which will tell the system who needs to approve the orders once the account has exceeded the spend limit. Then you can choose your approval group from that scheme. And then you can select your spend limit per order or per interval. This can be daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, or yearly, and you can choose whether this includes tax or not. For this example, we've set it so that the user can only spend £1,000 per month. If you have multiple users registered against the same account number, then you can select specific users by searching for their username or login ID. As a user who has a spend limit, if you click on your basket and then click on spend limit, you'll be able to see how much spend you've got left before your orders need to be approved. To be able to administer approvals, create approval schemes and set spend limits, the head office account user needs to have access to the required permissions. As a reminder, contact your Bidfood account manager if you would like access to set up spend limits.